To all of our viewers across the African continent and beyond, once again I say welcome. We begin the news in Nigeria, where one person has reportedly died, while three others went missing after an oil rig in Majestic near Ovhor collapsed in Delta State. The swamp drilling rig, operated by a Nigerian oil firm, Depthwize, collapsed on Tuesday. The rig is said to have been contracted by the Seplat Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited joint venture. When the incident occurred, the rig was in transit to its planned drilling location at Ovhor in Delta State when it collapsed. Now, energy expert Seun Dania joins me on the news for implications of this particular development. Thank you so much for your time.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
It's all right, good afternoon. Let's get straight to it. Now, please, can you kindly explain to our viewers who may not have an understanding of what it means for a rig to collapse and the impact this could likely have on the industry?
So rig collapse are not very common. It's something that happens. It's very rare because in the oil industry, there are a lot of stringent regulations and safety procedures that need to go before you contract a rig. There's a lot of work that is done. But now that this has happened, the impact on the industry, of course, it wouldn't be big, right? But the things that it will help us to help the industry to focus more on ensuring that all the safety checks.
All right, now let's talk about. Okay, let's talk about the impact this particular accident could actually have on crude oil production, particularly in the country. How much of an impact should we sort of preempt?
No, it won't have an impact. The only impact this would have is for Seplat. Of course, it's going to set them back in their drilling operations. Like you rightfully mentioned, the rig was transported to the destination. So the only thing is that drilling program will be held back. So evidently, there will be a drop in overall crude oil production because the crude oil that they are supposed to have been exploring with that rig would be delayed. But generally, I don't think there wouldn't be any significant impact on production for Nigeria and then the global world economy. The major things that would happen is, environmental impact, because of course rigs carry a lot of equipment, generators. There's a lot of oil. There's so many things on there. So of course there'll be environmental, implications, oil spills, the little oil spills. The oil prices, the local economy too, the fishing, tourism, things that go on around that area or in the rivers where it was being transported. And, of course, people will be upset because there was reported, at least so far, there's one life that has been lost. My condolences to the family, to the company, and, friends of the people, even the employees who work on the rig, and then right now they still say about 3 people are missing who haven't been accounted for. And impact, of course, the regulators would also tighten their belts in terms of ensuring that the safety is properly adhered to.
All right, now let's also, look at all the possible, indicators that could have, resulted in this particular very unfortunate disaster, particularly when it comes to safety measures. What would you, infer could be responsible for such, a disaster as this in terms of safety measures and other parameters?
So technically, like I already said, there's a lot of checks that need to be that are done, at the point where the company is even applying to get that rig, when they want to book the rig, a lot of, but what usually happens is some of the rigs are used back to back. So as the rig is leaving one location, it's moving on to another location. There are some rigs that are booked throughout the year. Some rigs are totally booked for 5 years, 6 years. So the minute they are completing a job on one location, they probably do not take enough time to fix so many things and check and then before they start moving to the next location. So it's really important that these safety measures are properly checked. Nothing should be left unturned. Everything needs to be followed to the standards. Everybody, most times, some companies, individuals, wherever it is, they might be thinking about capital. They don't want to lose money, so they want to fast track everything without. I don't know the facts of this particular rig collapse, and I want to believe, of course, the companies involved professional companies. They've been doing this for a long time. This is just an unfortunate incident. But yeah, safety needs to be properly checked and ensure that everything's certified. And I believe even as it is, definitely that rig would have been certified by someone. Now, the thing is, if any corners were caught or not, an investigation will reveal all of that in due time.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Seun.
You're welcome.